Here we go. Yes, so good morning, everybody, from a very sunny Croatia. I thank you for joining me this morning. Let's have our Argus. I'll explain what we're doing today. So just behind me, of course, is the Adriatic Sea. Draw a line past this island, it's just behind me here, which is Ugian. The island beyond is a little island called Ij, which some of you were there with me this October when we found a little kitten on this very small remote island we'd taken a little boat trip to. There was only us. The only other sign of cat life was a small little kitten, maybe 8 weeks, 10 weeks old, that we named Star. Because of course we starfish, that's part of like what we do in our practice. Aiming to starfish, and this was kind of a big one of the sort of rocky beaches, we call them, that we'd found that we were starfishing on, and then everyone went for an explore, and then out popped this little treasure called Star. So today's class is to support our little Star, the kitten, with a little rough start. She was so scared when we found her, so skinny. Good news is, little update, she's been meowing at last. Let's change over the cross of the legs. Started when she was in my car. We think do her to the vet. Of course, I was talking to her, as I do, if I've got a cat in the car with me to chat. And then all of a sudden there was just this little back. We had a little chat. And she's been meowing a little ever since. So today's practice is going to open our hearts. One of the things that we discovered, I think you were on the island with me, maybe you had this too, that when we open our hearts to something else, we get right back. So we're going to start just by rubbing the hands together. And I've certainly had that this week, and just by focusing the attention on this pussycat. So I felt by giving, we receive. And I thought this class can be to open our hearts, can start off with just something simple like a little kitten, or it can be opening your heart to wherever you want to send it. And that's probably the most important thing that we do in these times, to keep our heart open, to not be afraid, to focus our attention on where we can affect change. So to open our heart, like we do with the body as a whole, we first want to make it feel safe. So I'm going to invite you just to place the hands on the heart. And just a reminder, you don't need to stay stuck in a position. You can wiggle, fidget. It doesn't have to be with the legs crossed. But we're going to close the eyes and just bring our awareness to our own individual heart. Just sense where it is. Our heart chakra is right at the center, even though our heart, the organ, is to the left. And just with our hands there, just as if placing the hands on one of our pets, one of our friends, to give it a hug. We start off with sending a little love to ourselves. And this is the Buddhist idea of metta, is that we start by sending ourselves love. That helps open the heart. Then that helps the next stage, which is to send love outwards, maybe to another living being. And then the third stage would be, once we've done those first two stages, would be to open our heart, send it out to the whole world. So let's start with us. So I'm going to invite you just to feel your individual and unique heartbeats beneath the hands. And let's breathe some light and love into our hearts. So breathing in, feel that space at the center of the heart open up to meet the hands. We expand and open as we inhale, and then as we exhale, we drop it. We breathe in into the safety of the hands, the warmth, the nurturing, loving touch of the hands. And then we breathe out, and the heart softens. It needs to soften first to open. Breathing in fully. Just gradually opening. Just going to where feels safety. What feels like safety. You might feel that that starts to generate a little bit of movement. The opening of the heart. Lengthens the belly, maybe the head lifts slightly. And we exhale, we drop it. And then when we start to feel that sense of safety, or the energy is not in the head, but in this heart center, we can take one of the hands and place it down onto the belly. And breathing into the lower hand as well as the upper hand. Initiates this gentle movement. The opening of the front body, and then the gentle dropping in. Breathing in, you tilt forwards into the front of the sit bones, and breathing up. Dropping in, equal inhale and exhale, but just sending the breath a little deeper down into this lower hand. As you feel more the energy here in the lower hand, you can bring this hand that was on the heart down onto the lower belly. The heart a little safer to open. Just extending it forward. I think of this as being like, your heart's like in this little cave, and you just kind of going to the edge of the cave and having a look around, and then going back inside. So having a little peer out and dropping in. And then we're going to change over the cross of the legs. Just to make sure this opening of the heart, it's balanced. I'm going to do a little mudra here. We're going to take the left hand so it's facing away from you, palm facing away from you, the elbow out to the side. And the right hand just facing towards the heart. And then as you push away with this left hand, the palm away, the right hand comes to cover the heart. And then we rotate the palms so they go in the opposite direction. We inhale, we push away with the right. And then we exhale, we rotate the hands and push away in the other direction. Just this symbolizes the balancing of the heart chakra. This reminds me of, what we give out, we get right back when it comes to our heart. When we send love to wherever we want to send it, when we do kind actions, we get right back. The idea of the karmic effect. I know all of you donated very generously, so that's going to come right back. I had that this week, felt my heart open, just doing something to start. commit those days. When we give, we receive. We give, we receive. Just notice the rotations of shoulders. Physical movement helps us open this area, but also just moving the energy, sending out, drawing back. As you do this, you might want to think of, might be star, you know, what you've given out, sending out love. It might be somewhere else you want to send out the love and feel it come back to you. And then we're going to bring the hands together in a little lotus flower. And then we're just going to send some of that energy out to the whole of the universe. Send in all that love energy that you've created there from your heart. Because everything is energy. We open our heart, it's going to help the world. So let's take the hands onto the knees and let's start a circle around the sit bones. I thought through our movement practice today, what I do is take you on a little journey. So before we went on our little boat trip, we took some time to ground in and feel safe where we were. And this movement, our Sufi grind, this helps us feel safety in our own body. We can only open when we feel safe. So I'm going to invite you to just move gently. The movement that we're doing is the inhale, is the opening of the heart front, and the exhale, soften it back in, just like we did going in and out the cave, the heart, the balancing of the heart while the lower body softens and brings us into our body. Sensing how everything feels. How do you feel? It's from a soft, relaxed body that our heart opens. So we're going to take our time today with our warm-up. We've got an hour, so use this time as a chance to connect to your body. The intention of massaging it, making it feel soft and safe. Woohoo! Maybe a little warm as well. Hey, boots coming off. Cat coming off, I think, as well. Let's change over the cross of the leg and go in the other direction. Safety first. We were on quite small boat, so a lot of people, we went across this little remote island, and even that took a little bit of trust. We find safety by connecting to our body, by connecting to the earth. And then the other thing was this safety in numbers. We connect to each other, we feel safe. So I'm going to invite you just to take a moment to think about everybody else that's come on here, we're all connected, sharing this same earth, all opening our hearts at the same time. A bit getting warmer. And we're going to open out the legs now, just nice and soft, not with the intention of getting there, but just waking up the legs, banging the drums, and taking the hands just down to the floor in front of you, and just feeling the space, connecting to the earth. As you do this, you can move the feet around. And then taking the hands to the toes, just make all the heels in so you're nice and soft in the knees, and just pressing the feet into the hands. Take the hands all the way over the toes and the balls of the feet, just softening the body. You're just taking the head, dropping it down, rolling it around. Maybe turning to each side. Sensing what's going on in the back of the shoulders and the back of the neck, releasing tension. And then we're just going to come to sit the upright with the legs out in front. We're going to take the arms up in the air, and we're going to take a little journey by boat. So we're going to sweep, we're going to lift up. So we're going through the water, we're traveling by boat. You could maybe imagine or remember on this little boat, kind of across this tiny little remote island. We're all together, so we feel safe. Oh, we don't know what to expect. It's all unknown. And then we want to take a bit more of a look around. So we take the hands behind and we take the soles of the feet flat. And we just drop the knees to one side, have a look around to the right. Take your knees to the other side. Just dropping the knees. Very gently. Just softening the body, making sure you can look around you. And then realize, oh, if we go all the way to one side, it tips the boat a little bit. So we take the head to the other direction. And see what's going on around us. Checking for pirates. Checking to see if we can see any dolphins. And then we're going to bring the legs in front. We're ready to step off the boat. The little boat pose, kicking the legs. So this required stepping off the boat a little bit of courage, to get off the boat and the ball, wait, step off, stepping off the boat onto the rocks. And then we just take that little risk going into the unknown, rocking back, rocking up. Woo, it feels good when you take that little leap of faith. In our movement practice, as in life, take that little bit of faith, little bit of leap of faith. And then when we come to land, we find ourselves on the back. Oh, we want to just stretch out the legs, so we take them up in the air, we circle the ankles, we take the arms out to the side, and we rest on the rocks. We go to the feet. Oh, and there's maybe a seagull up ahead. There's one up ahead above me. I look into the sky. It's a clear blue sky. You're on the rocks, so they're not that even, so you need to have a little rock side to side, a little fidget, a little shift. And then we're going to take the feet down to the earth. Just take a moment there. Oh, we're thinking, we're going to have a nice starfish on the rocks here, but just need to have a yawning stretch, taking the arms above the head, pressing down into the feet, lifting the hips off. Feet on the boat, just sort of land gently. We bring the hips down and we curl it. So we take the feet down to the floor. We're going to press down into the feet. Take a big yawning stretch with the arms. Lift the hips. Exhale, drop them down and curl it. And this is what was happening that day. We all kind of arrived. We all find our little spot. We all find our little piece of rock. we're thinking, oh, yeah, might mermaid here for a while. It's a lovely sunny day, a little bit of wind. Everybody's finding their little place. We're all together, but we're all in a, we've got our own spot on the island. We take a moment just to land and feel good. To make this the last one, the arms come out to the side, make sure the shoulders are relaxed, the feet a little wider. And then we just start to rock the knees side to side. So it's a hard rock that we're on. So we want to soften the body over it. That's how we can find a starfish. Is it softening over the rocks? So we're just dropping the knees side to side. And then the head going in the other direction. And imagine you're that kind of, okay, your intention is to relax. That's kind of the energy that we've got for this. We're not going, oh, let me see how far I can go in this twist. Just like, oh, I just want to feel my body really soft against the rocks. You're massaging the body, the rocks are warm. Mm. And then we're thinking, okay, I'm feeling quite good now, but ready to maybe come up seated, see what everyone else is doing. So what I'm going to do is just roll the knees over to the left. Just let them drop for a minute. The right arm is going to come over the head. We take a big yawning stretch to roll onto that left shoulder. We use the right hand to come up, and there we land in mermaid. So you'll be facing forward with the left leg in front, the right leg behind. We're suddenly in a mermaid. Then we take the left hand and we slide it down to come back down onto the left shoulder. We roll onto the back, opening the right arm. The knees drop to the right as the left arm comes over the head. And then we use that left arm to push yourself up onto your side. We're in mermaid the other side. Yeah. We bring the right hand down to the floor, slide onto the back. We open out the arms as the knees drop to the left. The right arm, that's the inhale, the big yawning stretch, the hand plants, and we lift ourselves up to mermaid. Is this fantastic core work, by the way? Just, oh, I'm going to have a little lie down and, oh, hang on a minute. Somebody's got something interesting going on over there. What's going on? Let me just sit in mermaid for a moment, have a look around. We're all in there. One of the best things we can do in our movement practice, when we want to use it in life as well, is to be able to look around us, be able to see around. So let's just have a little turn around in our mermaid, direction to direction, not holding poses, we're mobilizing. Left hand comes down, we roll on to the right. Ooh, we come up, and then we have a little peer around. Rolling onto the back. Knees roll to the left. This time we bring ourselves up to the upright. So you've got your left leg in front. We're just going to have a pause in mermaid from here. So from mermaid, going to take the right hand. We're going to take a big yawn and stretch and lift off the hips. And then exhale, coming down, sliding the left hand down, coming back down onto the back. We open the arms, we yawn as the left arm reaches over towards the side. The left arm sweeps around towards the left knee. And then we come up and over. We're filling the space around us. And then the hand comes down. So what we're doing is thinking, okay, I've had some nice time mermaiding. I'm maybe ready to start to kind of get up. So this is called a pandiculation. And cats do it perfectly. My movement gurus are cats. You watch them, they're so soft, strong, mobile. They've got healthy nervous systems. And you see how Star's nervous system adapted to a safe environment within 24 hours. Sliding down. Let's go. One more time to the right. lifting up and over, and then coming back down to laying down. So everything's nice and soft. We're going to rock and roll again. We're going to rock all the way up to seated. Now, if you've got a little bit of momentum, you can come to a squat. Now you can come by a squat to all fours. Just checking my screen. Everybody see me okay? There's a little bit of sunlight on my screen. So, okay, on all fours. I'm getting ready to go for a little walk. So, in fact, before we went for a walk, Lucas went for a swim. So we're tucking the toes, we're sitting back, tailbone lift, adding in the water element. We're going to pad the hands forward, cat style. And we're going to inhale as we come forward and drop the hips and lift the head. And as we exhale, we're going to draw the belly in and round back. Nice and soft, light water. We inhale, head lift. You can press the hips forward and soften the elbows. Exhale and round back. We move like water. Imagine you are a cat. You don't see cats straining so much that they harden up. They just gently, as they inhale, there's a yawning stretch. They gently pandiculate. So every movement is a pandiculation. Every movement's working to soften tissues at the same time as stretching and strengthening muscles. More important, really, the tissue. And then when we were feeling ready, I went for a little swim. So we're going to float forwards and we're going to come down onto the belly, just be on the forearms for a moment, and have the legs in the air behind you. A little bit of swimming. Haha. Anybody remember that lovely Adriatic Sea? That's right behind me. I can tell you. It's just as good, a little colder. Okay. So down onto the belly. Just relax the legs, the toes down. We're going to stretch the arms out in front and look forward. And as you inhale, we're going to breaststroke the arms, going to lift the head, arms alongside the body. And then we bring the arms up next to the chest. You go to lay down, head down. Now I'm going to come facing you so you can hear, okay? So we're going to inhale, lift the head, swim the arms back. Exhale, bringing them alongside the body, head down. Inhale, sweep them back. Maybe you even lift the legs. Make sure you can smile. You know, that's one of my roles. Yoga. Make sure you can smile. If you can't smile, you're going too hard. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Let's do a couple more. And then let's come down to lying on the belly. Let the heels relax out to the side, the toes slightly together, and just have a gentle rock from hip to hip. Just like shimmying the hips. And then again, we want to be able to see around behind us. We're going to take the hands underneath the shoulders. What we're going to do is bend your left leg and look forward. Hands out to the side. We're going to take the left foot behind us on the over to the right side of the body, and then push into that left hand and look over the shoulder. Okay, you just again, how do I see behind me from here? We roll down onto the belly. We relax the left leg. Right leg bends. We lift the knee up. We take it around behind us on the floor. Roll onto the left hip. Look over the right shoulder, and then roll onto the belly. And then we can just switch from side to side at your own pace, just with what feels nice. Oh, the front of the body getting a lovely massage on the floor. One more with the left leg. And one more with the right leg. And then rolling onto the belly. We take a little pause with the forehead just resting on the backs of the hands. If you feel like a wriggle or a fidget, please take it. Never feel that you need to just stay where you've landed. And breathe. Take a little pause, a little breathe. After we've just dried ourselves off in the sun, and take the hands underneath the shoulders. I'm going to push up and bring ourselves back to all fours. We're going to sit back onto the heels. And then we start to feel, oh, that sense of, oh, I want to wake up. We're going to open out the arms, press the hips forward, lift the hips, open out, exhale, give yourself a hug. So big heart open. Inhale and open, lift the head to the sky, fill as much space as you can, and exhale, give yourself a hug. Inhale and open. Exhale, draw it back. All about the feel good. How does my body feel? Yawning, stretching, inspired by cats, that pendiculate. Two more. Whoa. Open the heart. And down. And down. And then we're thinking, oh, I'm going to go for a little walk now. I'm going to start by crawling. I'm going to imagine my cat's going for a walk. So I'm loving this movement at the moment, inspired by cats. So the right hand's going to come forward, the left knee's going to come forward. We're going to look forward, and we're just going to crawl forwards on the mat. There might be just 4 steps. So it's opposite hand to knee. And we can colour outside lines. It doesn't need to be straight. Okay, I'm moving around just so. Stay in. Texture. And sound. And then we're going to slow this down. Okay, to this facing forward. So to bring my right hand forward and my left knee forward. I want to be able to look around me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look over my right shoulder. And then what happens then is the left hip goes down to the side and we kind of sit back. Oh, isn't that a lovely stretch? Yeah, we come back to the upright. Left hand comes forward, right knee forward. We take an inhale. There's the yawn as we look around behind us. We exhale, come back. So we can go backwards. It's you look over the shoulder where the arm is in front, that side. And we just crawl. We take a moment to feel it, always. This is going to get into the varus anterior. It can get pretty tight. You don't access it very easily. Yeah, getting into all the nooks and crannies in autumn. And if that's feeling okay, what we can do is we can take it up a level if you want, which is taking off the knees. We crawl forward and then we can almost switch the legs over to one side, tucking one leg behind. Just see what happens. Just think, how do I see over my shoulder? How do I turn and rotate? And you're going to get this lovely strengthening, stretching, spinal twist. So much going on. Great for our hip mobility. It's great for the whole body. Crawl and we twist. Crawl and we twist. And this is kind of us going and exploring the island. Now we're having a look around. What's going on? And then maybe we want to see behind us. So what we're going to do, instead of our crawl, bring the hands so they're evenly in front, is lift off the tailbone. We're in our down dog. We're having a walk around here. Just exploring. This is the exploration. Where do you feel the tight bits? Maybe you can crawl in your dog, generating a little bit of heat. And then maybe, how do I look over my shoulder for my dog? I need to bend the knees. Turn the knees to one side. You maybe even come down to seated from here and notice what a lovely stretch that is with the knees to one side. We'll lift back up. We drop the knees to the other side. So we're seeing all around us. You can imagine, I'm imagining that Star was on the island, was still kind of doing this. I'm going to wander for a bit. And then, what's going on over there? What's that sound? What is it? Over the shoulder. Seeing around us. We need to be able to have full range of movement to have a healthy body, not to have any restrictions. So just exploring. And then we're going to start to walk the feet towards the hands. Just going to have a dangle here, just have a moment. Swinging the arms. Finding space. Then we're going to just start to roll up, standing. Have a big yawning stretch. Full body stretch. Arms are going to be, we're just going to rotate side to side with the arms, soaking up the sun. We're having a look around, what's going on. And then all of a sudden, oh my goodness, what's that? It's a little pussycat. So what happens when we're, we have a surprise, a shock or anything like that? We've got all this energy. So we're going to have a bounce. We're going to shake out. We're going to go, what's that? And this is like the cat. It's like, oh my goodness. What's going on? So just shaking everything out. Shaking out any of the fear or the stress that's held in the body. Stops us from opening the heart. And then slowly just coming back, standing, just rooting down, finding safety, standing up. Got a little heart opening sequence for us today. Breathing in the fresh air. I'm imagining, the cat's just come around the corner, found us, and it's gone, they're all doing yoga. It's fine. They're all cat lovers. They're all animal lovers. Just tend to be doing yoga. So we're going to bring the feet so they're parallel. And we're going to take an inhale and we're going to open the heart so the arms cross in front. We open the heart. We'll bring the arms back behind us. And then as you exhale, take the knuckles down towards the floor. We drop the head. With the right foot, we're going to take a step back and we're going to drop the knee down. We're going to again cross the arms in front, take a big yawning breath, opening up the heart. And then we exhale. We'll bring the fingertips down to the floor. We've got the third heart opening as we lift off this back knee, the right knee. We cross the arms in front. We inhale, straighten the front leg as we straighten up, whole body opens up. And take the arms out to the side. So with the right arm, just coming slightly sideways on. You do a little 3 cups of tea. So just takes a little bit of awareness this. The right hand, the palms up. We bring the hand forwards towards the front, the elbows bent. And then we bring the little pinky in towards the waist. The elbow goes out to the side. We continue the path of that arm. And it sweeps around in front, the palms lifted. We sweep it all the way around towards the right. And then it comes over the head. And we follow the path of the fingers. When the arm comes around in front, We're going to ground the back heel down. We're going to straighten the back, straighten the front leg, bend the back leg, and we bring this left hand towards your right shin. The right arm reaches up behind you. From here, we're shifting the weight back in between the legs. So towards the right foot, the left foot, the left hand sweeps. The right arm's going to come over the head, down towards the floor. The right knee drops. The left hand's going to sweep towards the back. Follow the fingertips with the gaze. The right hip sweeps forward. The left arm comes over the head. Full body yawn. And then the fingertips come down to the floor. On the fingertips of both hands now, looking forwards. Sink the right hip forwards. And we're going to take the weight into the left foot. Lift the right leg up in the air, drop the head down. And then we're going to step the right foot in. Back to a forward fold. We cross the arms in front. We roll up and take a big yawning breath. Opening out the hips. Pressing the hips forward. Welcome in all the love and welcoming in any little creatures that need our help. As we exhale, we sweep the arms down the legs. This time, we plant the fingertips and we step the left foot back and drop the knee down. We take an inhale as we cross the arms and open the heart. Full body yawn. Exhale, fingertips down. Third big heart opening. Lifting off the back knee, looking forward, cross the arms in front. Inhale, open the chest, straightening the front leg. And exhale, hold it there, just bending both knees so we're nice and stable in a lunge. The right hand this time, the fingertips come forward, in towards the waist, around to the back. The arm sweeps in front, comes up over the head. Full body yawn. The path of this right hand, led by the little pinky, comes around in front of the body. We ground the back heel down so the feet are parallel like a warrior two. And then we bend the back leg. We'll bring the left pinky across the right pinky across the left shin. Look up towards that back hand. Sweeping the arms down between the legs, bending your right leg, lifting the back heel, dropping the left knee. We take an inhale with this right arm comes up and over. Full circle, fingertips facing forward, head forward. We take a step in to the right foot, lifting off the back leg if we can, dropping the head down. Stepping the left foot next to the right. Crossing the arms in front as you roll up. Heart opens. Little pussycats feeling safe because we're all strong warriors, but we've got open hearts. We arrive and we bring the hands to the heart. And we breathe, lifting the heart up onto the hands. Strong and grounded like a tree, so and we make our way back by boat. We come back to the homestead of the retreat. We're all grounded like trees, but we've got hearts open. There's safety there. Take another inhale. We open the heart even more. Feeling safe, the body's safe to open. We exhale, the hands come down. And then we roll down towards the floor. The hands meet the floor in a fold. We come down onto the knees. And everybody just takes that little pause to regroup, sitting back towards the heels. Maybe the knees are open if that feels more comfortable. Bringing the head down towards the earth. When we are calm, it helps us calm others, including other beings. One of the things we can always control is our nervous system. So in us being calm and grounded, but with open hearts. Little pussycat got some food, so we all took a rest. And she felt the energy of the group. She fed off our nervous system. And cats are really smart because they'll go to where they feel they're going to be loved. I'm going to gently roll down onto the bed. Just open the heart a little bit more, safe and grounded on the belly. We're going to bring the left forearm just in front, so the elbow's out to the left. And the forearm is parallel to the front of the mat. And we're just going to bend this right leg in and just take hold of the foot wherever's available. It can be the ankle, it can be the trouser leg. Our aim is not to draw the heel in towards the bottom, but our aim is to open the heart even more. Just extend in a little bit more. So as we press down into the hips, just kicking the foot into the hand and looking forward. I once heard the definition of love is to extend oneself for another. I'm just going to invite you to maybe just go a little further with an open heart, lifting up the head, kicking the foot into the hand. Keeping breathing and softening. Pressing the navel into the floor as you breathe in. And then breathing out. Dropping that leg down and coming back down onto the belly. And just notice the difference around the lungs. We may be able to open a little bit more because we did so much grounding, so much building safety in the body. When we then go into some of these more challenging positions, we're able to access it. And it's doing us good. Let's bend the left leg, reaching round, taking a hold of the other ankle, the foot flex, or take hold of the trouser leg. We lift up the hips and we press down into the forearm, press down into the hips, into the earth. Breathe into the belly and look forward. See if through the discomfort you could just extend yourself a little bit more, just the intention of opening the heart rather than achieving a certain pose. Extending ourselves a little bit more. And then exhale, releasing down. The head rests on the arms, toes towards each other. And from here, you can either push up and come back to sit on the heels, to come around and spin around to lay on the back, or you can just simply roll over and lay onto your back from here and bring the knees into the chest softly, making circles. By the time it got to bedtime, little pussycat made herself at home with all these earth angels that had made her feel safe and loved and nourished. Everybody's heart's a little wider open. And the feet come down to the floor now. We're just going to start to unwind, dropping the knees to one side, looking over the other shoulder. Taking an inhale, like a yawn, dropping the knees over to the other side. Just gently massaging the body. Imagine it's bedtime. You know, just having a little roll out. What you might want to do is just kick the top leg out, take the toe towards that opposite hand. And just see what the body wants. You can do this with the feet off as well, but just rather than thinking, okay, I'm going to go into a deep twist to end with, think of how do I let my body unwind itself in order for it to be able to go floppy in bed. You can stay laid down. I'm just sitting up so I can project my voice a little better. Just doing whatever feels nice now. Imagine you're getting into bed, or you found your sunbed or your safe space on the rock, your little private place for you to starfish. What does your body need in order to be a starfish? In order to rest and regenerate? Eventually, you might find your way to a starfish position. That's arms and legs open wide, palms up. Maybe you want a little shimmy. Imagine the warm rocks underneath you. The eyes closed. We're all together, feeling safe, grounded and calm, but with open hearts. And with us now is an open channel. From this place, as you lay, you may want to choose somewhere that you want to send some love from this open heart of yours this morning. Feel all the love that's within you. It's infinite because we're drawing it from around us, and Mother Earth's got infinite love for us to draw from. Sun, Father Sun, it's got infinite amounts of light for us to draw up. And as we know, when we send out the love, we get the equal back. So I'm going to invite you now just to think where you might want to send some love. It can be a specific place, person, pussycat, dog, guinea pig, rabbit, spider, plant, tree. Or it could be the world, the earth as a whole. Every living being on the planet. We got enough of love to extend to everyone. Of course we have. Because there's infinite love and light available to us. We just need to stay open. Draw it in and send it out. I'm going to invite you now to think of yourself as that open channel. Drawing love and light into your body with every breath in. And every breath out, sending it out to wherever it's needed. Your country. It can be someone you love that needs a little extra healing. It can be our little star. And kind, loving Nina, who's watching us and giving her love. And can you feel all that love come right back to you? Feels good to send love, doesn't it? And if you're feeling good right now, if you're feeling the love, the loving kindness, the metta, you bring tip of the thumb, tip of the forefinger together on each hand and just press gently. Sealing it all in. Maybe allowing a gentle smile to come across your face. Bathed in the love and light that you've generated this morning. And then just starting to move gently, sensing your body against the earth. Of course, if you want to stay longer where you are, you can. Just tune me in. And just starting to move with nature. How does nature move? Nothing's rushed. Start to feel yourself yawn and stretch. Maybe taking the knees in, but gently. Moving with loving kindness. If we move in our practice with loving kindness, we tend to move through life, everyday life with loving kindness. So I'm going to invite you to remember everything starts with sending loving kindness to you. As you bring yourself back up to seated, you give yourself a warm hug. Have a rock. Maybe taking a moment just to send some loving kindness to your body, what it allows you to do, for carrying you through this journey on this earth. Change over the legs and keep the eyes closed. Let's just rub the palms together. And then placing the palms one at a time on your heart. Your warm heart. Can you feel it's bigger? It's more activated. Mine's feeling huge as I felt all your loving kindness. So bringing the hands together from my warm, open heart to yours with so much gratitude and love. Namaste. Namaste. I'm going to stop the recording now. Feel free to send me a message, send me any questions. Just say hi or stay on and say hello. I'm not